Hey everybody, St. Patty's Day again. We got cut off before our timer, so we're just going to summarize quickly.
A little bedlam.
And then again, yes, we are not at the south border. We're actually in Buffalo. But cancel culture, we want to touch on that real quick. It's just absurd. The Dr. Seuss books and all that stuff. Has anybody listened to this rap? And by the way, the Grammys the other night with the Cardi B scissoring somebody on the mat.
See this? On a mattress on stage.
And that's okay to show?
It's okay, and we got WAP, look it up. That won a Grammy, but Bob Seger won one in 30 years.
It's really getting ridiculous, and talk about bending over and not being able to straighten up. Come on, everybody, get a hold of your, and be real leery of what your school boards are teaching these kids. BLM is throwing stuff in, it's absurd.
What'd you say the other day? They showed some children, somebody being shot?
Well, on the Grammys or something, it was,
oh yeah, in the background, yeah.
A rapper sings a song where he pulls up, the cops pull up and pull a black guy out of the car and shoot him. That shit's not happening. You know, the George Floyd thing was tragic. Fentanyl killed him, and by the way, it's coming over the border by the gallon.
Yeah, and the other one too that kind of sickens me is this Beyonce. I guess she's had like 38 Grammys. I mean, are you kidding me?
Bob Seger's got one.
Yeah, you know, all I heard about 3-4 years ago was how come no Oscars were going to black actors. I'd like to know now why don't the Grammys go to anybody that's white?
How does Wesley Willis even get an album? Have you ever listened to some of that?
Look up that idiot.
But anyways, that's all fine, but you can't shut out the other side. Be real careful what we're letting happen here. And this Garstone out there on the West Coast there.
Wait a minute, was he on Beauty and the Beast?
He might have been, but this is Satan, right?
Okay.
These people out west, when you're voting, let's calm down about your popsicle stuff for a little bit, and pretend and pay attention to who you're voting for. George Soros got this guy in, but shame on you voters. This guy's never prosecuted a case in his life.
Never prosecuted once. Now he's letting people out on parole, and for the new crimes, he's not asking for any bail. It's absurd. And I'll tell you the Virginia story, which just threw me for a loop. The parole board in Virginia, okay, decided amongst themselves that they were going to let out 15 felons, one of which was a cop killer that should have got the death penalty, but by some little, little screw up in the court case, got life without parole. They gave him parole along with 14 other murderers. Do you know how it happened? They did not do what they were supposed to do. They did not talk to the victim's family. They didn't talk to the attorney general. They just let them go. Okay, now here's what I got to say. First of all, you get every one of those 15 back and you throw them back in jail. I don't care. I don't want to hear about double jeopardy. You can't do this, you can't do that. You get them off the streets, number one. Number two, and by the way, there's whites in here. This isn't a racist comment. And number two, every one of those on that parole board go to jail. One of which was a judge. You go to jail. You understand me? That was absurd. This is getting out of hand.
By the way, too, we all got the stimulus, $1,400, but $14,000 per American citizen. We're getting $1,400.
Was borrowed. So this is monopoly money, everybody. Hey, it's great when you get home and it's in your checking account and everything. Why in God's name was the county of Erie, who said they were down $60 million from COVID, given $180 million? Why?
And they have to spend it. They can't save it.
It has to be spent. It can't be saved. And by the way, what are we hearing? Our wonderful county executive says, I'm going to spend it under executive orders. Okay? Now, no, we have a legislator that we voted in.
Do you know something?
It's got to stop.
We have the highest paid medical examiner in the country.
Yeah.
And by the way,
make about $750,000.
Is it you or me? I'd like to grab that Tony Fauci and say, why did you invent this god-blessed disease anyway?
Yeah, he was over there in the
NIH, and funded through the Obama administration, and Obama said, no, this isn't good, stop it, but Fauci kept going. You'll never see that in the real news.
You'll never see that.
Bad times, defund the police, horrific, build that wall, and what are you going to do with the cadaver in chief?
And remember, if you on your Sunday nights, if you want to turn and watch something really good for the children, sit down, make some popcorn. How about a little Scissor Sisters with Cardi B and some other pig?
I'm a little ticked too about the Flintstones being portrayed as these guys that like run around barefoot and talk to little green men.
I know.
And the abuse of animals to pick up rocks and boulders.
I know, the
Flintstones
dinosaurs.
has got to be stopped.
Oh, you got to put that down. Absolutely.
And by the way,
Pepe Le Pew. I mean, that's pure. That's just rape.
I was going to bring it up. When my wife used to come home from work back in the day, I'd go start squeezing her, and she'd say, "Don't tell me you watched that doggone Pepe Le Pew again."
It's true.
It drove me nuts.
I mean, Le Pew drove us to doing some bad things, but You know, Cardi B mounting somebody on stage, it's no big deal.
That's good music, though.
That doesn't-
Hey, listen. Reminds me of a song, an old-time TV show, Ozzie and Harriet. At least you knew who you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. Listen, mister, we need a man like Steve Kersey again. Didn't have any welfare states. Richard Simmons showed us how to shed weight by dealing weight. I blew that part.
Yeah, you did.
And
How you gonna keep
got a
going?
little gas engine ran great. I blew it.
Yeah, you blew it.
Richard Simmons showed how to deal away weight is what I'm supposed to say.
Well,
Whatever.
it wasn't good. But here's the bottom line. That was All in the Family.
It's Ozzie and Harriet.
No.
All in the Frame, they had that British butler that they mocked out all the
Yeah,
time.
no. Okay.
Who was a dry cleaner? Never mind. Anyways,
Hold on 1 second. What was that? What the hell? Holy shit! What?
I told you, I thought I heard something earlier.
Jesus Christ! There's a fucking rat.
Well,
Tom, what the hell? Can't you get these rats out of production?
I'll tell you what.
Jesus.
This is the best we got, but everybody, love yous. See you real soon. I can't believe, I thought I